SKYWISE Group celebrates its 10th anniversary. Every year, the group CEO has called on the government, financial stakeholders, and relevant government agencies to ensure a stable exchange rate to support the growth and sustainability of businesses in Nigeria. Speaking during a media interaction ahead of the anniversary, Abieri noted that the high rate of inflation makes it difficult for businesses to maintain fixed prices for products, which negatively affect their growth and strategic planning. Regarding the future of the company, Abieri stated that SKYWISE aims to compete with global brands over the next 10 years through the local production automobile, positioning itself as a leading player in the automobile and financial industries. While advising youth to pursue their dreams, he encouraged them not to give up, emphasizing that Nigeria is rich in resources and that the government is creating an enabling environment for young people to achieve their aspirations. He urged Nigerian youth to invest in themselves through capacity building and become value-adding individuals, prepared to seize opportunity and achieve success.
Like I said, the challenges are actually that is not far to fetch. Everyone knows, first and foremost, we have the inflation in the land, and whereby we have the exchange rate that is not stable. And I believe that actually has been a major challenge for businesses, knowing the fact that we are into the business of importation also, which is the automobile. So we actually want to advocate to the government whereby we can have a stable exchange rate, and with that, it can also help us to enhance businesses. So it's actually affecting us whereby we can actually have a fixed price on our product, and at the same time, somebody probably cannot plan ahead of time because these exchange rates are not fixed. And also looking at the next 10 years of SKYWISE Group, like I said, we're already becoming an household name in Nigeria, knowing the fact that we have 3 offices in Abuja, 1 in Lagos, 1 in Benin. I want to see whether we're competing with global brands in the next 10 years, whether we can be among the global brands, whereby we're having offices across the globe, not just even in Nigeria or Africa alone. And that is what we're actually looking forward to. In fact, what I tell my team on the management, that this last 10 years we have actually done in business is just for us to kick on the vision, and now we want to start the real foundation where we are SKYWISE, because we are SKYWISE, we are the top and we always remain the top. We have become a leading giant when it comes to our industry, when it comes to automobile, when it comes to investment. For the last 10 years, you will see that no investors have been able to have an issue with us in terms of, okay, when it comes to the repayment, when it comes to liquidating their funds and so on. So we want to build on this in the next one, whereby in Nigeria, as we speak, we are seeing that issues of secondary investment opportunities is not sustainable, just like what we had the last few months ago. We have issues with some funding skills investment opportunity like the CBEC and so on. So we're also part of our own advisory capacity to advise the general public to ensure that do not just invest because company actually have a juicy interest to pay you, but look at the sustainability of the company, look at how satisfied the company is with the regulatory bodies. And like we said, SKYWISE Group is fully satisfied with SEC and in terms of advisory body, and also we are actually going or getting our CBN license as a finance house license. In fact, we're actually almost there, and that alone will give us an opportunity to actually expand our services to even the rural areas where we can empower young people. Because you see, if you can educate people, whatever you give them becomes secondary. The number one is education, education in their mindset. Just like I tell people that radical economic transformation is no longer what we demand from the government anymore. It's what we demand from ourselves by empowering our mind, having the right mindset in order, and that is what we are doing in the foundation aspect, educating people. And when it comes to the group aspect, we're also educating our investors. For instance, if you walk to SKYWISE Group today and you say you want to buy a car, we'll ask what is the purpose of the car. Even though we have varieties of cars that you want to buy, we'll ensure that we say to you that fit into your personality and your budget, not just because you see somebody is driving a G-Wagon, you also want to drive a G-Wagon. That person driving a G-Wagon might probably have a lifestyle that fits into a G-Wagon. Yours might not be the same thing. So we'll educate you. If you now choose, okay, it is G-Wagon you want, we have no options, but we'll definitely advise you to be cost effective, to look at the terrain of the purpose of the vehicle. And these are things that we do and want to expand in that, even the next things and beyond. Like I said, we want to build a brand that will outlive us. Yeah, so because in the area of what's it called, competitions and so on, and that's something whereby we will probably want to live on the level of privacy, but for the sake of this anniversary and to also give our investors, our clients a sense of belonging. Yes, we actually already established that area of manufacturing. In fact, we got a piece of land in Lagos, but now we are actually moving to Edo State because I'm from Edo State. So my government has actually awarded the land to us, whereby we want to probably start our manufacturing of vehicles. Because if you see what is actually happening around the world today, most companies are actually tying down their immigration and their border, whereby they're probably limiting when it comes to importation, when it comes to immigration stuff and so on. So we want to ensure that we will begin to produce our vehicles here in Nigeria, Skywise own vehicles, and not just in the luxury aspect of the vehicles, but even to the common people out there who can be able to buy and also be pocket friendly. So we actually have that in place. In the less that 10 years is even too far. 5 years from now, probably begin to see the vehicle Skywise in the street of Nigeria. The word of advice for young people is that, like I said, I'm a young person. I'm just at my late 30s, and I believe that I've said yes to Skywise Group 10 years ago. Everyone there listening to me, you can also say yes to your dream. I understand the fact that you might consider that Nigeria is not really that convenient for you to live your dream. The truth be told, in the midst of scarcity, that is when great ideas are birthed. So don't give up on yourself. Don't think that you have to travel abroad to make it and so on. But you can see what is happening around the world. Like I said earlier on, UK, US, they are just tightening their immigrations, whereby it's been difficult for you to fly down and so on. Probably want to relocate there. So stay in Nigeria. And what I tell people is that even Nigeria being the giant of Africa, we have naturally not utilized even 5% of our capacity as a nation. So there is so much resources down in this country. That is why you see today the Japanese, the Chinese are fighting over the market of Africa because they know what they have or what we have in Nigeria and in Africa. So my advice to young people: one, believe in yourself, create a path for yourself, which is a vision. Then begin to ask yourself, what does it take for you to live your dream here in the land? If I can do it, I wasn't born with a silver spoon, and I am where I am, here where I am today. So it means that you can also do the same thing, irrespective of whether you are connected, you are not connected, or so on. Just say yes to yourself and believe in yourself, and definitely the sky is going to be a stepping stone. But practically, there are people out there looking for a refined mind. While you are waiting for someone to smile your way, invest in yourself, go for trainings, go for seminars, ensure you become a value-added addition person. Don't just be someone just sitting down there and looking for someone to smile your way. No. Remember the saying that goes, when preparation meets opportunity, that is success. So prepare yourself ahead of time. Always excited to be in your view today. My name is Dr. Elvis Abuyere. I'm the founder and CEO of SKYWISE Group. SKYWISE Group is a conglomerate into subsidiaries. We have the SKYWISE Automobile, we have the SKYWISE GIS, which is certified by Securities and Exchange Commission as an advisory body to advise people on investment and also give them a sense of direction and belonging. We also have the SKYWISE Travels and Tour, and we have the SKYWISE Cooperative, whereby we give loans to members and also accept redeemable fixed deposits. We also have the SKYWISE Empowerment and Advancement Foundation. The foundation is charged with responsibility to ensure that we reduce unemployment rate in Nigeria and also give young people a sense of belonging and direction for them to fend for themselves. Instead of them coming out from NYC, from schools, looking for a white collar job, we are empowering them to be an entrepreneur. Because we are the SKYWISE group and the foundation, we believe that the future of Africa is entrepreneurship. And we want to probably ensure that every young person out there be able to have the sense of direction in entrepreneurship by reducing unemployment rates and contributing to society development. Because there's a saying that goes this way, that the wealth of a nation is not being measured by money in circulation, but by the goods and services produced in the country. And that is our advocate every now and then on the foundation aspect. Now, talking about the group, now we are celebrating a landmark of 10 years in business. It has not been that easy, it has been challenging, but the good thing is that we have been able to build this with the help of the team, the management, and synergy. And kudos to all our investors who believe in us right from day one. We want to say this winning of 10 years is for you guys. Thank you for standing by us. And I would say I've been in 10 years of building sustainable investment platform, 10 years of undaunted credibility, 10 years of empowering the society and giving back to people, 10 years of expanding and supporting businesses across the globe. I will also say 10 years of not giving up. Because like I said, it has been challenging at the same time, mixed feelings. Because building a business in Nigeria so it's not as easy as you think, especially when you have to deal with services and products that relate with people on a daily basis uses.